Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to make cabbage rolls and then we're going to make pierogies to go with it after. But let's start with the cabbage rolls. For that I'm going to need our 2 pounds of ground beef, some cabbage leaves that have been soaking in salt, water, and lemon juice, our regular herbs and spices, that is cumin, garlic powder, some cinnamon, some dried thyme leaves, salt and pepper, kosher salt of course, some dried oregano leaves, some paprika, and this is all for the stuffing of course, some pine nuts and shaved almonds, red peppers is going to be for the sauce after, some parsley, fresh garlic, onions, celeries. I'm using 2 cups of rice here. I'm using basmati rice, a can of tomatoes that I already put some oregano in, and of course olive oil. And let's go ahead and start with our olive oil in the pot. Just put that over here. And I'm going to start dicing my onion and my celery and my garlic. And please be careful, don't cut yourself. That's the rest of my garlic. Now I'm going to chop my celery sticks. And my oil is hot. Now the garlic, I'm going to use some of it for the rice stuffing and some of it for the sauce. There. That should do it. Oil is hot. Let's start putting that in. There we go. So I'm sauteing my garlic, onions, and celery. I'm going to add my beef now. Again, this is 2 pounds of beef. This will make a lot of stuffing. But you can use it also for other things, you know? It doesn't have to be just for the stuffing. And I'm going to brown everything together. And that's going to take a few minutes. So I'm moving along here. My brown beef is browning nicely. I'm going to start adding some of my herbs and spices here. So some of my garlic, some of my cumin, and some of my cinnamon. I'm going to leave some for the sauce and some for the stuffing. There we go. And a little bit of paprika. And a lot of thyme leaves. About a half a teaspoon of each so far. And of course salt and pepper. Always salt and pepper, very important. Make sure it's well seasoned, and we'll test it again to make sure. And that looks delicious. So our meat is browning very nicely. I'm going to add my rice now. And at this point, I can lower the heat a little bit. Now we're gonna partly cook this. It's not gonna cook all the way, because then we're gonna stuff our cabbage leaves, and then we're gonna bake them after in our tomato sauce. So the rest of the cooking of the rice will happen then. I'm going to add there's about a half a cup of pine nuts and shaved almonds in here. And you should smell this. And now, because I have 2 cups of rice in there, I should add about, I would say, almost up to 4 cups of water. So the ratio is usually 1 to 2. There we go. Put that. So it's starting to bubble a little bit now, starting to boil. I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 15 minutes, maybe 10, 12, 15 minutes. We'll see. I'm going to start working on the rest of my things now for my sauce. And I'm going to cook my sauce in this pot over here. Put my knife away. Onto our sauce. Just crushing the garlic a bit. I'm going to mince these very, very fine. And this beautiful cabbage rolls and pierogies, we're going to serve with our tomato sauce and, of course, our sour cream, regular basic sour cream. So I'm going to turn on the fire here, turn on the heat, put a little olive oil. So we're making a very savory tomato sauce. Not necessarily chunky or hearty, but savory, because all we need is to cover our cabbage rolls and to use on the side for our pierogies, along with the sour cream. So, just gonna put a bit of red sweet peppers here just for flavor, just a little bit of flavor. That's all I'm looking for. And yes, I know I don't have a lot of space to work here, but we make do. We do a lot of things in this little kitchen. A lot of good dishes have come out of here. I'm going to use this. I'm going to brown this a bit along with the rest of my herbs and spices, just for extra flavor. And of course my oregano. Brown this a bit, release the oils. And now I'm going to add my tomatoes. This is 1 can of the tomatoes that I added a bit of oregano in it already. Now I'm going to open my second can and add it. There we go. Another can of diced tomatoes. There we go. Perfect. And recycle. There. And now we just season it enough. And at the end, we'll add a bit of our parsley. Now at this point, if you want, you can add about a half a teaspoon of sugar, just to remove some of the acidity from here. Otherwise, this needs salt and pepper, and that's it. And let that cook. Over here, our rice is almost done. Look at this. And this is our stuffing. It smells really out of this world. And this, my friends, is going to make an amazing, amazing cabbage roll. Let this simmer, let that simmer. I'll see you in a bit. We're gonna season enough. There we go. And let it simmer. And after, when it's all done, I'm gonna chop my parsley here. Fresh parsley. There's nothing that can replace fresh parsley. Truly. The distinct flavor and the fragrance, and it's just period. There's nothing that can replace it. It's very good, it's delicious, it adds dimension to everything. So when we're ready to add it, we'll just put that in. We can lower the heat now and let this simmer. Our rice is done. Now we're just going to turn off the fire and wait until it cools off. And then we'll start stuffing our cabbage rolls. And I'll show you how to serve them. Yeah. Very delicious. Put this here. Yeah, I'm just going to add the parsley now. Then our sauce is done. Just going to add the parsley and let everything cool off a bit, and then I'll start rolling my cabbage rolls. Amazing smell. Amazing, amazing smell. There we go. Let this cool off a bit, and that's it. So, our cabbage, our rice is a little more than halfway cooked, as you can see. I'm going to start rolling, stuffing it and rolling it. Like this, very simple actually. And you have to be very careful with these. Now these cabbage leaves are ones I've purchased. I did not make them myself, but they're very easy to make. Just get a nice big cabbage, take the leaves off, and soak them in a bit of lemon juice, a lot of water, and some salt. And that's it. And let them, basically it's like a sauerkraut, pickled. And you can use them for anything. You can eat them like that with a salad, or you can stuff them as I'm doing them here. Very, very easy. Look at that. And this rice mixture here that we just made, you can use it to stuff anything also, or you can just use it on the side of something. Or there we go. And we're gonna make 4 of these fantastic rolls like this. Show it nice and tight. There. Beautiful. Then we stuff it. This is how we serve it. Go like that. Usually we serve them 2 at a time. 2 makes a really good serving for 1 person. And you put like this, tomato sauce on it, like that. One more tomato sauce. Make sure it's some in the bottom too. There we go. And then we just put it in the oven, bake it for about 15 minutes. At 400 degrees. And we're done. I'll show you when it comes out. Let's bake these as well. As you can see, what we made will give us a lot of cabbage rolls. I want to make sure it's nice, covered everywhere. And put this in the oven, along with the other one. And I'll show you when it comes out. See you in a bit. And our cabbage rolls are ready. And then take them out of the oven. Here we go. Okay, this nice and sizzling. They're about 20 minutes in the oven at 425 degrees. Perfect. Look at that. Now I'm going to turn my oven off. I'm going to serve one of these fantastic cabbage rolls to myself. Go sit down and enjoy them and see what they taste like. Perfect cabbage rolls. Of course, with a little bit of sour cream. I'll see you at the table. Some fantastic full fat sour cream. That means none of the fat has been removed. One for me and one for my wife. There we go. And that part is done. Here we are, our stuffed cabbage and pierogies stuffed with cheese and potato, and our sour cream topped with our own herb and garlic dressing that we make right here. I'm going to taste this fantastic stuffed cabbage here. And you can see the video for that. Oh, this is the video for that. Let's see. Gonna put a bit of sour cream on top of that. Oh, this is so tasty. This is very, very good. I love it. It's tender, it's very juicy, and it's full of nice flavor, authentic flavors. And here's our pierogies. I'm going to show you. Perfect pierogies. Really, really perfect. Even though we did them with our sourdough, and you can see the videos how to make with the sourdough is the same one as the wraps and the naans and everything. You just roll it and cut it differently. And with some sour cream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is good. Light, crunchy, crispy, very, very tasty and easy to eat, and it stays together very well. Almost like puff pastry, but very consistent and doesn't fall apart. Yummy. Thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.